Hi. Welcome to using a daily calendar to make the most of your day and your life. This is part 2. I hope you saw part 1, where we laid the groundwork as to the big why it makes a difference to use a calendar daily. The idea of using, not just looking at, a calendar every day may be something that you're not sure will work for you. You may be saying, I'm not the person who needs to keep track of appointments all the time. I'm not that busy. Or, I tried that a few times before and it was really too much for me. So how is that working for you? Are you ever late for an appointment? Do you ever miss an appointment or a meeting with someone? Do you ever overlap commitments so you end up letting someone down? Do you miss acknowledging birthdays of those you love on time? Be honest. So how does hearing these questions make you feel? Are you cringing? Or are you patting yourself on the back? And is there room for improvement? Well, using a fabulous calendar and a list of your priorities together and acting with intention will change your life. You can go from making it through today, through having a day and then having the life that you dream of and that you deserve. So let's look at what we normally think of in terms of using a calendar. So using your calendar daily. Well, quite often we think, okay, I'm going to start using a calendar. So today I got a brand new calendar. We're getting on close to the beginning of the year. So you may be thinking, oh, I'm going to break the ground and I'm going to start using a calendar now. Or I kind of use one right now, and this is how I do it. I sit down 10 to 15 minutes every morning with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and we start writing down all those little things that we need to do. And then maybe we say, okay, well, I need to plan out the week a little bit more. I'm going on vacation pretty soon, so I need to make sure that I get everything done this week before I go on that vacation. So we have kind of a sense of urgency. We're not really planning. We're just trying to get stuff done. And then maybe we say, oh, it's a month ahead. We have a lot going on. The holidays are coming. Remember, that's kind of why we're doing this too, because we're trying to make the most of these last few days of the year with Thanksgiving and Christmas or whatever holiday that you're celebrating. And there's vacations coming up. The kids are out of school. We got to do that. So maybe we have to look at the monthly thing. We have to think about where we're going to spend Thanksgiving. We have to think about how we're going to travel, those kinds of things. So we might look at the month. But my challenge to you is think of it the other way around. What if we sat down and we planned our month first? That we put all our standing appointments and our events down on that calendar right now for the month, and then we wrote some goals out, both business and personal. Now, what I suggest is that you plan out. It's going to take a couple of hours. So go, if you have to leave the house, if you have to go, sit down somewhere nice and quiet, having a cup of coffee or something, somewhere where you can just be with your thoughts and be with your plans, find that place. And then plan about 2 weeks out. Now here it is, it's right now, it's kind of the end of November, October. So we want to sit down like this weekend and start this plan and figure out, this long-term look at the month. Surely you have standing appointments already, meetings that you go to, clubs that you do, golf dates, whatever it is. Sit down and look at those monthly things. Then you back up to the weekly. And it's kind of a personal preference, kind of has to do with your lifestyle a little bit. But either sit down on Friday afternoon. So the week is ending, you're kind of wrapping up what's going on with the week. You want to see how, what I didn't get done, what I need to get done for next week. So sit down either Friday afternoon when you have that fresh, or if you, kind of launch into your weekend already on Friday, then think about it Sunday evening. Sit down Sunday evening and start to look at your whole week that's coming up. And what you do is you look back at your monthly plan, these goals. What are my goals for this month? Do I have a project I have to finish? Do I have something that's going on that I need to get ready for, like the holidays? And what do I need to get done this week? Because timing is everything. So one of the reasons we feel so frantic at the holidays is because we don't think enough far ahead, we just say, okay, this week I got to get this done. If you sit down and look at the month and say, oh my gosh, I have that big meeting that week, so that means I won't be doing X, I won't be able to go there, I won't be able to start my crafts, I won't be able to decorate my house, whatever that is. When you look at it in a month, and even, a couple of months out, we only have a couple more months this year, and with all that's going on, it's kind of better to look at the bigger picture. So do that on that weekly meeting. Make sure, once again, that you have all your standing meetings in. Something may have occurred in the last week that changed one of those standing meetings. You may have found out that a friend's having a birthday party, or they're having a holiday party, or whatever. So make sure that those are in place on your calendar. And then you step back once again at this weekly meeting and plan out the next few days. Now, make as much progress on that plan for the daily right now at that weekly meeting as you possibly can. It may be, errands you're going to run. It may be, once again, projects that you're working on. You're going to go buy holiday cards. You're going to go buy that craft. You're going to buy those gifts, or whatever it is. And schedule that out through the week, because you're going to see it much more clearly now, and you're going to see what you have to do every day and how your calendar goes. And then you'll see the openings. And so you can plan out the rest of it. When am I actually going to work? When am I going to, have this? When am I going to have my party? When am I going to see those friends? Those kinds of things. But when you lay it all out at this planning meeting that's based on what you did at your monthly meeting, it will make such a difference in the stress release that you have, because you've looked at it. You're really thinking about it. You're really planning it. That's what using your calendar every day will do for you. It'll relieve so much stress. It'll make your life a different kind of life. It'll make a life that you are in control of. So I look forward to seeing you in a couple more days. We're going to have another video coming up. I hope you're enjoying these. I hope you see that we've got a plan, and we're going to do it together. Thanks very much.